So let's take a look at landing pages then. So over on the navigation area, landing pages. So we used a landing page recently when we ran an ACT event, so I want to show you that as an example. So if I click on the Solutions ACT event landing page, it looks a little bit like the drip marketing screen, but a landing page is a much more simple affair really. It's start, landing page, end, although you can insert actions after a landing page. So if somebody completes a landing page, you could go on and perform a further action in the database or schedule activities, etc. But let me just click on landing page itself and show you the basic structure. So the landing page has a name. It has a button on the bottom of the landing page. So when they complete the form, effectively they click a button to submit or register, and you can put on whatever text you want to appear. Let me just show you a preview of how the landing page appears. So the landing page consists of questions. So the questions are essentially fields. They could be drop-down lists, they could be checkboxes, date fields, etc. And these fields map to ACT contact fields. And of course the landing page also includes your livery. So it sits within an HTML frame. And the HTML frame it sits within is created using the template editor. So when you create a template, you just select the type of template to be landing page, and there's a merge field component called form that sits within that template, and that's where the questions appear. So the questions here sit within the landing page. So everything outside the area I've highlighted in blue is just part of an HTML template. In our case, it was an event, so we're listing details of the agenda and the venues and such like. And then at the top of the screen, there was just a header banner. So if we return to the form configuration in AMA, you'll see that we've got name, company, email address. So each one of these is just a field. You can see above the field there's a pencil where you would go to edit the characteristics. So if we go into name, you just give the field a name. You can specify default value. Obviously you would not do that in a name field. You can make a field mandatory just by checking this box, and you can include a simple instruction adjacent to the field to tell them what to do. You can also control the size of the field as it appears on the screen, and then of course here you can map the field to a contact record, and these are all the contact fields, including custom fields that you've created as well. So uncomplicated. Let's just return to the form and look at another type of field. Here's a field where we invited recipients of our email to click through to the form, and then if they wanted to register for the event, they could choose the venue. So we ran the event at 2 venues on 2 different dates, and they could just select from a drop-down list which one they wanted to attend. So if we just edit to look at the way that that field is structured. So same at the top, we've got a name, we can populate some message text, we can use a default value, etc., etc. Except because it was a drop-down list down at the bottom, we just had to add in the values for the drop-down list. If I want to add any more questions, under actions, add a control, and the control offers you a series of different types of text box. So checkbox, drop-down, dates, times, very similar to the list of field types that are available when you're constructing an ACT field. One or two more interesting ones. A slider, for example, is quite nice. So let me give you an example of how that might appear. So here's how the slider appears on the screen. So that's landing pages, pretty straightforward. If I just quickly go to the template and show you the control that I was talking about. This is the landing page that we created to use with that form. And you can see in a text component here, form is presented. So that's the control that determines where the questions will sit